This video covers negative exponents and how to get rid of them. Okay, so the first thing you need to understand is what an exponent means. You need to understand what an exponent really is. Exponents are the numbers that are written above. They're the little superscripts. They're written above the variable or number. And if we have 3x squared, the 3 is our coefficient. That means it's just the number in front of. And the x is our base. That's what the exponent is manipulating. And the 2 is our exponent up here. And so having that understanding makes manipulating exponents a whole lot easier. So you need to make sure you understand what an exponent is. Now, what does an exponent do? Is the exponent tells how many factors of the base you need to multiply together. A factor is a part of a product, something that you're multiplying. And so basically with this one, with x squared, it just means I'm going to multiply x times x. I need 2 of the x's to multiply together. And then if I had 6 into the 5th, that 6 is the coefficient, but its exponent is a 1. It is not with that n to the 5th. And so the 6 would be in front, and then you would multiply n times n times n times n times n 5 times. There would be 5 n's that you're multiplying in succession. Okay, so that's just the basic understanding. All right. The negative exponent rule states that if I have a to the negative n, I rewrite it as 1 over a to the nth. Okay, pretty simple, right? Well, it works pretty well if you'll remember locations. Okay, and anytime you have a base dealing with the exponent rules, your base is not going to be 0. Okay, and my board doesn't let me touch it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so in any basic number, there's only 2 locations that a number can be written. The basic number is a basic number without an exponent other than 1. Okay, so what that is you have the numerator and you have the denominator. And so all numbers, fractions, are going to be put in the top or the bottom, the numerator or the denominator. And what you always want to look at is you want to look at location. If you have a negative exponent, it means your base is in the wrong spot. It's in the wrong location. So if it's in the numerator, it goes to the denominator and its exponent is fixed. It becomes positive. If it's in the denominator, you move it to the numerator and change your exponent to positive. That's it. Okay? So let's look at these 2 problems. So I have x to the negative 3. What that's telling me is my x is in the numerator right now, but because this is negative, it's in the wrong spot, so I have to put it on the bottom, change it to positive, and put a 1 up top. And you always have to have a 1 in the numerator. You always have to have a 1 in the numerator if nothing is written there. Okay? So on number 2, they're both in the wrong spots, and they're on top because if there's not a fraction there, they're always in the numerator. And so I have n to the negative 2, so I have to move it to the bottom, make it positive, move the n to the bottom, make it a positive 4, and put a 1 up top. And so you're just moving locations. That's all you're doing with the negative exponents. Oh, now I give you fractions. Not really. I've given you exponent problems that are just in the wrong spots. Okay, and if you'll look, all of these letters are different. So these problems are only using the negative exponent rule. Eventually, I'll have more videos, or I'll have another video on problems that use more than one rule at a time, sometimes all the rules. And so I've got to look at my letters and see if they're in the right spots. So if I look at the r squared, it's not negative, so it's fine. It stays where it's at. I look at the s to the negative 4. Negative means it's in the wrong spot, so it has to move to the bottom. and become positive at the bottom. The t is in the bottom, but it's a negative, so it means I have to go to the top, and the v to the 8th is not negative, so it stays put. And it's as simple as that with negative exponents. And then if you look at this problem, every letter is different, so that's as simple as it can get. It can't be simplified any further. All right, let's try this one. If you feel pretty comfortable and want to try it, pause the video and try it, and then you can check your answer in just a second. All right, so x to the negative 3, it's in the wrong spot, so it goes to the bottom. Y to the 5th, it's fine, it stays up top. Z to the negative 2, in the wrong spot, goes to the bottom. A to the 7th, it's fine. B to the negative 6, gotta move it. And C to the 4th, it's fine, stays where it's at. And so all I did was move them if they were negatives, and then now I have a problem with no negative exponents. And almost every exponential problem, or exponent problem, not exponential, exponent problem wants positive exponent answers. Okay. Oh, multiples here. Okay. Ooh, big numbers. Big numbers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the numbers are, guys. It doesn't matter what the numbers are. It is just telling whether they're in the top or the bottom. I'm going to put this down here for space. All right. M to the 300. Ooh, that would be a very large number if M was above 1. So M to the 300 stays on top. N to the negative 80. Well, it's negative, so that means I've got to move it to the bottom and make it positive. P to the negative 76. Again, got to go to the bottom and make it positive. X to the negative 45. Negative can't be, so it's got to move to the top and become positive. Y to the negative 99. Got to come up top and become positive. And Z to the 200th, it's positive already, so it stays on the bottom. And that's it. I like those kind of problems. Those are pretty easy. You're just moving them from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. Okay, here's another one where they're all negatives. So hopefully by now you realize there's going to be a 1 up top because all of these are in the numerator. They're all in the wrong place, so they all have to move to the denominator. So we get x squared, y to the 7th, z to the 5th. And so that's all you do with negative exponents. I have other videos on exponents because in most cases you use more than one rule. And so I have division of exponents, the power rule of exponents, the zero rule of exponents, and how to multiply exponents or multiplication of exponents. Thanks for watching.